Alright, well, this is one of the finished videos that I'm going to do to show you that hump yard is pretty much finished. I'm using these enamel pens. This is rust flow quill enamel paint marker to do the ties. I don't know how well you can see that, but you know, if you look at, you know, like that, compared to this, my camera's not the greatest, but it's pretty noticeable. And you just paint it on, just mark it all on there and then clean it off, and it works pretty good. I think the yard turned out fairly good. It's not as uniform as I would have liked it to be. It's kind of off, but I filled in the track the best I could. You can almost kind of see how that track in the middle there is darker than the tracks on the left. That's what them pens do. Dull coats them pretty good. I just got to fill in one little piece of track at the back, and then I have to put the cork or the road bed that I'm going to use in that yard, and that should be done. But as for the way the ramp looks, you know, the hill's pretty good. Then I put in that track right there, which is my programming track for DCC trains. And then that track there that's not finished is the engine house slash train car repair house. And that's my programming track for programming engines. Let's see. I still got to nail all this down because all this has to come up. I have to take off all that top board and mount a under the table camera so I can see what's going on under the layout, because I got track under there. I'm thinking about putting a double main line of another whole rail on top and running it, splitting it off over there, but that's all in the future. I don't know yet what I'm going to do. And then eliminate those two last switches and just have one come into the turntable. And then I got to start working on this next, get all these tracks nailed down, but I ain't gonna do it until I figure out what I'm gonna do underneath yet. I have to get this board all up, make sure everything on the bottom is where it's gonna be and how it's gonna be, and tack it down, and then fix it, get it all organized, and then it's done. Then I can start doing all the major stuff here. I got that viaduct in. Still got to fix the track underneath there. It's got to get cleaned up. That's just going to be like a little dry wash right in there, and it's going to come out and stop. And then pretty much I got to cut this off yet. It's going to end there and cut that off. I can put that in the yard. And I got that track going back. It's going to go into that building. It's a furniture building. Then those tracks there are going to come off, and this is going to be another yard on this end of the track. I got a small little area here. I'm not exactly sure how it's going to be. You can see there's still a mess here. It's got to be cleaned up and stuff, so I'm still working on it. But the focal point of the whole layout was going to be the yard here that I made. And that's the hump yard for the trains. So when the trains come through, I'll demo the yard real quick. with one of my favorite engines. Now I'm gonna run some trains in. And show you how the hump yard's working. Trains come back. Oh, I knew that was going to happen. I just knew it. I tried to show you something and I just mess it all up. So, excuse that. Can't do anything when there's a switch switched. You got the cars go down, goes into the thing. Sort the cars out. Gotta keep the oil away from all the rest, so we gotta sort the oil tanker out. Yeah, wouldn't you know it? So, yeah, so the cars all came down now and they sorted themselves out. Of course, it's all just a little game, I guess. I don't know. Sorted out to go where. I guess it's just something to do. I think it turned out really good though, considering it works pretty good. Using my new -9 44 wide cab to do the switching. I gotta put the new couplers on it so that I can switch all the cars. I couldn't switch them all because that coupler doesn't have a hook on it to unhook. Ran my extra ballast, not the ballast, but the little extra pieces of that, which is my cork. Ground it all up. I'm going to use it for dirt. I got all that to grind up. It'll look pretty good. And then but yeah, I'm on the verge of building a couple things right now. I have that building going on over here with the roof and stuff over there, and then I'm on the verge of trying to make a custom SCX digital racetrack for a friend. That's all hand custom made. Now I gotta paint it, and I just taped off the rails and paint her all up and send her out the door. Got $100 for 2 of those. That digital racetrack's pretty cool stuff, but it's expensive. But yeah, I got those switches right there that have to go in over there for the yard. I got turntable I want to work on and stuff like that for the other side. I got to get this turntable all cleaned up and working. I got to fix that roundhouse real good. I got to get that all done and work on that some more. Get this track down. I think probably in the next couple weeks I'm going to pull that board up and put the fix everything on the bottom that I need to fix, and then remount everything so it's permanent, done. So we'll have to see how that goes. Yeah, if you have any comments, questions, you want to give me some advice, I don't care. You want to tell me the layout looks like crap, go ahead. Not a whole lot else to share right now. That's a lot to do there. That's pretty cool. I like the way it turned out. I must have said that 5 times now, huh? Alright. Well, I'm going to end this. And then I will post something later on, and maybe I'll run some trains later and mess around with that. But I'm kind of just hanging out doing not much. Alright, I'm going to end this. And if you want to see something, or you want me to do something, or you got something to say, just let me know. Alright, later. Bye.